You'll have a chance to meet local author and educator Dr. Stanley Warren at the Eagle branch of the Indianapolis Public Library on Saturday, June 21st at 2 p.m. Dr. Warren is a past educator at the Indianapolis Public School System as well for 20 years at DePaul University. He's written histories on Crispus Attucks High School and the Senate Avenue YMCA. His recent book, High Five: African American Institutions that have strengthened the Indianapolis community. Dr. Warren, it's a pleasure to meet you and have you with us today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Tell us about the photo on the cover of High Five.
Well, that photo was taken at the Senate Avenue YMCA, which no longer exists. And they used to have various tournaments at the YMCA, and that was one of the strengths, bringing kids off the street to have these tournaments. That was at a checker tournament in 1946.
Wow.
And some of those guys on there I do know. Some of them are still living, some have passed away. But I thought it was an interesting photo to use.
Now, this book is available for checkout at the library collection, but it just came out within the last month or so.
Right.
So you're, this is very quick read, and I think a lot of information in a short amount of time.
Absolutely.
You mentioned the institutions that have strengthened the Indianapolis community, and in this book you specify 5. Now, how important were these, especially in the days before integration hit its stride? In what ways were the institutions important to Indianapolis?
Okay, that's kind of a multifaceted question, but you know, these, one of the things, the reason why I wrote this book, because I wanted the recognition that these institutions not only supported the African American community, but Indianapolis as a whole. And I think without them, I think Indianapolis would not be the city that it is today. It is a great city, of course. And so institutions like the Senate Avenue YMCA did the best to get through the segregated situation that occurred in Indianapolis. And that segregation, of course, if we didn't have institutions that supported the black community, I'm not sure what would have happened. I think that we would have had many more problems than we did have. And so they really had a place, and some of them, of course, are still in existence. Like the Flanner House is still doing a wonderful job. They have a school there for kids. It's really an award-winning school that they have.
Some of the other institutions you list in the book: Crispus Attucks High School, the YMCA,
absolutely.
Madam Walker, the Bethel AMA Cathedral, and of course Flanner House. So all 5 are represented in this book. And what do you think this book can do to enhance understanding, especially among young people? Is a lot of that history from back in the day kind of lost on young people today?
I think so, and that's one of the problems that we have. And a greater problem is we don't have many people who are paying attention to that history. And I'm not just talking about young people, I'm talking about people who are my age and a little bit younger, and which is another reason why I wanted to write the book, because I'm trying to leave a record of these things so that they're not lost. But young people don't seem to get interested in history until they become a little bit older.
Right.
And I hear this time after time, students that I've had in the past who tell me, no, I wish I'd paid more attention to the history, and now I begin to see what it is that you were getting at. And,
well, here's their chance by reading High Five: African American Institutions that have strengthened the Indianapolis community with Dr. Stanley Warren. The program on June 21st here at the Eagle branch will focus not only your works, but your life as a writer. And you want to impart some words of wisdom to prospective writers. What will you be telling them during the program?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm hoping that people will come with a lot of questions, actually. So I think that having a question and answer session is a much better way than me coming with a sort of a plan. So I don't have much of a plan, but I do want to begin to tell people that they have to be readers in order to be good writers.
It's a good message to share at the library.
I firmly believe that. I really do. If you're not a reader, it's going to be very difficult to be a good writer. And you don't have to come from a background, a family that was filled with readers. It can start at any age, and I think you get great benefit from it. I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of imitating of other writers, good writers that I like, and So
Will you continue to write books like this? Now that you are retired as an educator, now I guess you would consider yourself a writer.
I do. I've written 4 books, so I do consider myself a writer, and many articles. I'll have to wait until inspiration hits me. That's kind of the way I've written every book that I've written. It's been something that has happened. I've been at a meeting, I've had a conversation with someone, and I've gotten this spark that has come, and then I've started to write. And so I'm waiting for the spark right now.
Well, best of luck on that inspiration, and best of luck at your program here at the Eagle Branch on Saturday, June 21st, 2 p.m., free and open to the public. You can check out Dr. Warren's book, High Five, by reviewing the library's catalog of materials at ndpl.org. Contact the Eagle Branch for more information about the program, and thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much.